So I have essential thrombocytopenia. It's kind of a mouthful, but it's a rare blood disease. It's categorized under a chronic blood cancer. My genetic makeup mutated at some point of my life, and I started to overproduce the blood cells in my bone marrow, causing me to have like excess platelets, which causes blood clotting. Pretty much I just have like really, really thick blood. But fortunately with the right treatment, it doesn't lower your life expectancy. And you can live a pretty normal life just with routine checkups and medication and things like that. So I'm just like prone to blood clotting, so that's just something I have to be careful with. When you get dehydrated, your blood gets thicker actually. So just staying on top of my hydration is really important. With ET, you experience like a lot of fatigue often, so just finding ways to combat that is really important so I can run to the standard that I want to run. Pretty much I was about to start my senior year here at High Point. Running was going well. I was going to the season with a lot of big goals for myself and the team, and I was excited. I was training really hard. I hit my first 70-mile week, so I was training pretty hard. That week, before my diagnosis, I started to have like this like tightness in my chest, and I was like, maybe it's just like, I was really busy and I was like, maybe I'm just like stressed, or it was hot and I was like, maybe it's just dehydration or whatever. And I was on a 13-mile run and I got back and I was like, wow, I really do not feel good. And I remember I was like vlogging to my friends. I was like, guys, I don't feel good. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, no, like, I think I'm gonna go in. And they were like, okay, maybe we should get this checked out. And I was pretty calm during the whole process. So the diagnosis process was pretty long, I'd say. So I spent 3 days in the hospital. That day I was admitted, and they didn't figure out what was actually wrong with me. I didn't get diagnosed until 2 weeks later. And then I didn't get like an actual official diagnosis until like 2 months later. I was like, you know, whatever happens, like it is what it is. And just kind of like looking at it positively, and you know, you can only control so much. It's hard to explain to a doctor like running and the importance of it, because they're like, why do you even want to run? Like, no one really likes to run. Explaining the importance to them, I think they realized like how much it meant to me and the importance to keep pursuing my running career. For me, I was like, if I get the green flag, like I'm going for it. My doctors definitely thought long and hard about it. My cardiologist, he like talked to all these doctors about it. And like I really appreciate that, because he was like, I don't know if this is the right choice, but he really wanted to make sure it was. My specialist, she was like, I like that you run as long as you're honest with us about how you're feeling. I feel like I've adjusted pretty well. My treatment at the beginning was hard to get used to, and I tried a couple different methods. First, I was on like a pill form of chemo, and it reacted terrible, and I was like, every night after I took it, I was sick, and it was just kind of a mess with that. Then I switched to injections, where I just give myself a shot once a week, and that really worked, but it didn't actually improve my platelet count. So then we did both of those, and it got my platelets down, and then I was able to switch off of the pill and just do the injections, and that's working great. And I don't have any side effects with that right now, and it's been able to like manage my symptoms a lot. And there are flare-ups here and there. I did just have to take a month off, which stunk, but it is what it is. And like I read that story before, I've done that, and so I know that I can get through that again.